welcome back to another video. I don't know why I'm doing this. Hi, welcome back to another video. My name is Ilse and today I bring you obviously a brand new video. So basically I was tagged by India at what India read, I believe. And that's what, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, she tagged me on this book tag. I haven't really done a lot of book tags in a while, so I decided to do this because it seemed fun and it kind of made me think a little bit of like what I spend my money on, like books related, but at the same time lately I haven't really bought any books. But yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna read the questions. My laptop is right here, so again, if I'm looking down here, it's because yeah. I'm also gonna leave the original book tag right below. If you feel like you want to do it, go ahead. I'm not gonna tag anyone because I feel like a lot of people don't do tags anymore, but I just wanted to do it because I really enjoyed watching India's one and I want to do it, you know. I feel like I'm just giving explanations that I don't really need to give, but here I am. Either way, let's start. So question number 1, it says, what is your average monthly budget for books? Well, usually I wouldn't really look at the price, I guess you could say, but I would look at like maybe, since most of my books, well, I don't think you can see, but most of my books are hardbacks, like the majority of them. So usually I would buy either 3 to 4 hardbacks, and I think that would be around, I guess, if each hardback is around $12, $13, well, roughly right now. I'm doing math in my head and it's not working, so calculator it is. So let's say it's $14 for a hardback, and I usually buy 3 or 4, so it would be around $50, $60. But that's usually what I would have paid for those, or that would be kind of like my budget, I guess you could say. More than $50 for me, or like more than $60 for me, would be a lot. But then again, sometimes I splurge and things happen. But usually I think that my budget would be like $50 and that would be it. So it would be like maybe 3 hardbacks and 1 paperback, or the 4 hardbacks and just a little bit over budget, but you know, me. And also, since I live in Mexico, usually the shipping is a little extra, like maybe I think sometimes it goes like to $10, so that's more. So you see, I have to think a lot of stuff. Question number 2, it says, what is the most you've ever spent in a bookstore? Now, I have spent a lot of money in different bookstores. For example, here in Mexico, I spent about roughly, I have no idea. I'm trying to convert the money, but it's not working, so here I go again. So the dollar right now is around, I'm just gonna say $23. I mean, yeah, 23 pesos for $1. So usually I would spend, I would say, around $100. About $100, mostly, roughly average, in a bookstore, because I usually go crazy in bookstores, because I'm not in Mexico, or at least where I live in Monterrey. There's really not a lot of like bookstores where I can just go and buy books, and usually books are even they're even more expensive in the bookstores than if I buy them online. So that happens. Question number 3, it says, are you willing to pay full price for a brand new release, or would you wait until you have a coupon or there's a sale? Usually I just buy them whenever I feel like buying them. There's really few books that I bought them as soon as they come out, unless you're not Cassandra Clare, Saturday Mass, Colleen Hoover, and I think those are like my auto-buy authors at the moment. So unless you're one of those authors, I'll buy it right away. If not, then I can just wait later. And there's really no like coupons in my area for that, so usually I end up buying full price sometimes. It is what it is. Question number 4, it says, would you rather buy 1 book or several less expensive used copies? I don't think I've bought used copies before. I don't think so. So I guess I bought new copies, like brand new copies, all this time. Question number 5, it says, what do you think is a reasonable price for a new hardback book, a paperback, and an ebook? So the hardbacks, I know that right now usually they're like around $13 to $14, almost $15, depending on somehow the author, I guess. I don't know. So I think $12 to $13 is more than enough, I believe, for a hardback, but that's just my opinion. As for a paperback, I believe paperbacks are around $9, almost 10 sometimes, depending. I think that the lowest I've seen a paperback is like $8, I believe, which I guess it's fine. So I say like $9, like right in the middle. And also, I think for ebooks, I don't know ebooks actually, because I bought ebooks on my Kindle, and it's usually on the Mexico website, because Amazon doesn't let me buy ebooks from the Amazon in the States. So usually those ebooks are around 200 pesos, 200 pesos. So if I multiply that by, they're usually around like $9 to $10 in Mexico. So again, you could see that sometimes it's not, I don't know, it's weird. But usually I do actually get my ebooks from buying the Amazon gift cards, because I am that petty and broke. But usually that's what I do, and so some people actually give me those, so that's nice for them to give me. Question number 6 says, is a signed book worth more to you, and how about a first edition? I don't really own a lot of signed books, to be honest. I think there's only one book that I really treasured, and it's signed by Claudia, and she's a Mexican booktuber. She's really recognized here in Mexico and other parts in Latin America, and in Spain, I believe. Yes, in Spain. So I feel like it's more of a personal thing, to be honest. Like, if you have a signed book that you love and that you enjoy and everything, I think that will be the most precious thing you could ever own. But if not, I would just, it's whatever for me. As for a first edition, I don't really pay attention for first editions, to be honest. Like, sometimes when I see like the dates at the back, I'm like, oh, it's a first edition. Wow, okay, cool. But I don't really, am I weird? But yeah, I don't really find it like that wow factor for me, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm not making sense in this video, so I'm sorry for that. Number seven, what is the most valuable book, or sentimental or actual value? So here is where I have a lot. Well, not a lot, but a few. So I think the most I have sentimental value for me, it's probably the Mortal Instruments series, like the complete series, because that's the series. I remember when I started reading, I didn't really have any money, and well, books were expensive, or are expensive still. And I remember I read them all on a Kindle, and I didn't even have a Kindle at the time. I was actually renting my university's Kindle to read books. So read most of the books. Most of the books that I read that year in 2013 were read in a Kindle. Like I think I read 160 books that year. Yeah, 160 books that year. So mostly all the books that I most like own right now are books that I have read through the Kindle. So I guess that those books have sentimental value, but I think that the Mortal Instruments is the series that really started everything for me, like that I started reading avidly, and it just kind of piled up to read in more series and stuff. So I think that has a lot of sentimental value. And also, sorry, I disappeared for a second, but I couldn't find this book on my bookshelf, but I remember when I put it, I saw it on one of my cards. So this book is very special to me. As I was saying about the signed books, there's like I feel like it's more of a personal thing for if you have like really attached feelings for a book, and if it's signed. For example, this book, it's signed, it's personalized for me. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. Yeah, right there, it's personalized. And this was given to me by the author of this book. Like I said, this is Claudia's first book. This was published 2 years ago, I believe, and it has been quite a journey for her, and I'm really proud of her for doing this, and I really love her characters. I have not read the second book, and I feel really bad about it. Claudia, pronto, te lo prometo. But it's very, I feel like I'm very connected to this book, and it's very special because she signed it, and she's a very close friend. And I am just really happy for everything that she has achieved in this small amount of time. So this book is very special to me, and it has a lot of sentimental value. And at the same time, I have other books that people have gifted me because they're their favorite books and whatnot. So they have sentimental value to me, because for someone to share their favorite book with you, I feel like it's a very intimate thing, and there is a reason why they're sharing it with you. It's being because they want you, I don't know how to explain it, it's kind of weird and odd how I see it. But for example, Kevin, he's my best friend, and most of the books that he have gifted me have been amazing. That I think I've read most of all. Like I think we were talking about this a few days ago. All of the books that he has gifted me for my birthdays or Christmas, I have read except for one, I believe, right now. And I have loved every single one of the books that he has gifted me. And some of those books have meant a lot to him. And I feel like he has gifted me a piece of his soul because he has loved those books so much. So that's just how it is. Okay, enough sappy things. Let's move on. Book number 8. It says, would you pay more for a cover or edition you like better? I don't know. I guess it depends on the book, of the author, I guess. For example, my auto-buy authors are Cassandra Clare, Sarah J. Maas, and whatnot. But usually, I just buy the standard US covers. Like, I don't really own... That's a lie. I own the City of Bones 10th anniversary edition, but then again, I didn't buy it. Someone gifted it to me for Christmas. So yeah, I mean, I guess it depends, but really I don't really splurge on like special editions, to be honest. Number 9, what physical characteristics, does a good quality book have? I guess, I don't know. I've never thought about this. I guess the dust, if it's a hardcover, the dust jacket, the inside of the book itself, like without the dust jacket, if it has like very beautiful embellishments or like a cute design on it. Some of the books that I really love are like have decal edges. I love decal edges, but I have very few of them, of those books that have decal edges. But I feel like they look really like, I don't know, they look really personal to me, and that's what I love. But I guess that's pretty much it. I don't know if I've answered this question correctly, but that's what I think. Question number 10. If you won the lottery, what bookish things would you do with that money? Bookish things. Well, I would buy probably most of all the books that I have not read and that I am behind on Booktube. Hopefully read them soon-ish. But no, honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'll probably make myself my own office, I guess you could say, because right now, well, I'm in my room, I have my little corner with my books, and then I have a little cart over there. You cannot see it, but it's over there. So I feel like I'll try to make like myself an office where I could have like my own space, and you know, I have like my little book, like my bookish nookie, I'll have my book nook somewhere there. Maybe I'll have like my desk, my laptop, my everything, and then I'll have like my K-pop stuff, but that's different. But usually that's what I think I'll do with that money. And yeah, buy my books, obviously. Then it says, this is a bonus question. It says, give us an image or actionable mental of your dream home library. I think the closest thing that I could picture right now, as in like my favorite or my perfect library, would be kind of like Chloe's office library right now. I don't know. I'll link her video down below. I think she did a shelf organization video in her new place. I feel like it's so beautiful and so aesthetic. Like she has like literally a whole wall of just books, and that's just beautiful. I think just a whole wall or maybe 2 walls full of books would be like my dream thing. Like I don't have like a big dream of a library, because I feel like at the same time the library that you own is just as special as the next one because it's your own, if that makes sense. Now I'm getting really sappy, but yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I think that's all the questions. Yes, that's all the questions. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different. I know that it's something that we don't really talk about, but yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed it. So please tell me down below the answers to some of these questions. For example, I'm really curious to see how much you would pay for a hardback and a paperback and an ebook, because I feel like some people don't buy, for example, some hardbacks because they're more expensive than the paperbacks, or they're just some more people that enjoy more paperbacks than the hardbacks, for example. But yeah, like I said, most of my books are not paperbacks, are hardbacks. So basically I just spend a lot more money on that. Maybe that's why I'm kind of broke. And well, no, that's not true. It's because I bought a lot of K-pop things. Being a K-pop stan is hard. Okay, either way, those are, if that's everything I'm gonna say, and I think I've said a lot more than I should have. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!